After being abruptly broken up with and discarded by your avoidant ex, it is very normal and natural to be filled with self-doubt and self-blame. If only I wasn't so needy, if I didn't confess my feelings to them, if I didn't tell them that I needed more time together, if I wasn't so pushy, if I just mirrored their energy, if I did this, if I did that, maybe they would still be with me. Stop blaming yourself. Now, it's perfectly normal to go through this because you had your emotional needs met, at least you thought you did with this person, and then it was ripped away from you. That's going to create anxiety, and it's going to create attachment anxiety, at least within that relationship. And part of that anxiety is self-doubt, wondering if somehow you are responsible for the unhealthy way that they ended the relationship. Somehow you are responsible for being too needy and having needs and expectations in a relationship. No, you are not responsible for their behaviors, and you are not responsible for their attachment wounds. They are responsible for them. Sure, it's perfectly normal and fine and good to have empathy for their wounds, for their childhoods. This is a person that experienced consistent childhood emotional neglect. This is a person with a low self-esteem and a lack of self-worth despite appearances on the surface. The way they abruptly ended the relationship, the way they shut down, pulled away, that's not what a healthy, secure person does. That's what a very insecure person that fears emotional intimacy, that's what they do. So yes, your heart, it feels empathy, and that's good. Don't change that about yourself. But that doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be treated better. Because no, having expectations and having needs does not make you needy, and it doesn't make you pushy, and it doesn't make you somebody that shouldn't be loved. What it does reflect on is the fact that this is a person that has deep attachment wounds and is not able or willing to show up for you in a healthy way. Having needs, wanting to spend quality time together, wanting to share emotions, form that bond, letting your expectations be known, holding boundaries. These are all normal, healthy parts of a relationship. And you didn't drive them away by doing this. If you had sacrificed your own wants and needs and walked on eggshells to try to keep them, holding no boundaries, well, you'd be self-abandoning and you really wouldn't save the relationship. Maybe it would last a little longer, but the emotional intimacy, the closeness, and the realness of the relationship was inevitably going to trigger them anyway. You'd only be delaying the inevitable and abandoning yourself in the process. And that is not good. It's not good for you, and it only deepens the feelings of insecurity within yourself. When you can't even show up for yourself, or you don't show up for yourself, you're sending yourself a very negative message. You're saying, my needs don't matter, my feelings don't matter, and I need to cater to this person to get them to love me. It's a very anxious thing to do. But yes, it is very normal to doubt yourself and to beat yourself up and blame yourself a bit after getting discarded so blindsidingly. It really was hell to go through that. You thought this person was all in love with you, and suddenly they're gone. Yes, that's going to be traumatic. And with that kind of trauma is going to come a roller coaster of emotions. And wondering if you did something wrong is a natural part of it. But if you showed up and you tried to be your best self, if you showed them empathy, love, and care, but you did have some needs and expectations, no, it's not your fault. You're not responsible for that kind of unhealthy behavior. And you need to be more empathetic to yourself and more forgiving to yourself because, first of all, you didn't know what you didn't know. You tried your best. And a healthy person would have discussed these issues with you rather than completely blindsiding you and giving you no explanation whatsoever. So be kind to yourself. You deserve better. Don't beat yourself up. You're not to blame for anybody else's toxic behavior, ever.